All right. So far in the video, I have given you some announcements and I have um, done a little bit of a review. So now I want to talk about the assignment itself. Sorry, this is going a little bit long, but the review is kind of what took up a little bit of the majority of the time there. So now we've got two parts to this assignment. The first part is the Red Scare and McCarthyism. This is really the meat of our essential question. How does it impact the average American? Well, this Red Scare idea is this whole idea that there are communist spies, communist traitors to the United States hidden everywhere. It could be your neighbor, it could even be your wife. You don't know. And the whole United States was paranoid about the idea of there being communist spies in the United States. Um, this and that fear was kind of well founded because there are a number of famous communist spies. They were actually there. They just weren't in as big as numbers as people like McCarthy wanted to push it. And of course, this one's always kind of forgotten. But the to me, the biggest argument for why people like McCarthy could have been right for why the Red Scare was valid is, don't forget, the reason why the Russians had nuclear weapons was because they stole that idea. Russian spies stole the idea, the technology of nuclear weapons from us. That was what enabled them to have nuclear weapons. So it was kind of a real fear. Um, but people like McCarthy, this guy McCarthy, built it up into something that it really wasn't. And even on top of that, McCarthy um, really doesn't have any evidence for the people that he convicts or that he accuses of being communists. So you're going to read this text. As always, you're going to read this text. Don't forget to do the pre-reading question right here. Read the text, watch the video, answer these two comprehension questions. What I should have been talking about a little bit more here is the family discussion prompt. So after you've read the text and watched the video, you are going to have to kind of like explain it to somebody in your household. It can be your parents, it can be your siblings, preferably your parents, but it's okay if you find anybody else. So you're going to have to explain the situation to them, and then you both are going to have to decide which options, A, B, or C, appeal to you the most. And of course, the whole idea with this is you have a discussion, that talking back and forth with somebody in your household. Okay. But you're going to talk through the three options, explain your knowledge to them, and then you're going to say, okay, you, the student, I believe that this was the correct path, or because, right? And then use that evidence from the video or the text to support your position. And then, of course, your parent, whoever you discuss it with, same thing. And then number three, you're going to tell me why you agree or disagree. And one thing to remind you is it's all about the conversation that you have with this person, okay? Explaining your knowledge and debating what you think is the correct answer to this question right here. What was the right path during the Red Scare and what McCarthy was trying to do. Okay, this is just a way of me seeing what you're talking about. Lastly, how much time do I have? Ooh, doing decently. Okay, so make your own propaganda. You've got three options for doing it right there, and I have examples for you here to see what propaganda at the time looked like. And don't forget, propaganda is, it can come in a video form, picture form, written form, whatever, but it's trying to convince people. It's like a political cartoon trying to convince people of a certain position. You can do this on basically any option up here, any position. I don't care. Just try and make some sort of propaganda based on the Red Scare and McCarthyism. It can be for or against it. Option A is a really cool digital tool. I've got a video here on how to use it. Option B and C are a little, particularly B I want to talk about. You can do it just pencil and paper, take a picture and upload it. Okay. That's all I got for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Email me, send me a hangout.